Yes.
Girl power. Yes.
Hi, Tika. How are you?
Hi, Lupe. Good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I am so excited. A lot of people like myself are really anticipating this sequel to Sonic the Movie, which is beloved by kids and adults alike, right? I mean,
I
were you
know,
surprised?
including myself.
Were you surprised at the reaction that it got?
I think we all were. I think we knew. I mean, obviously they know Sonic is a beloved character, but I don't think they knew people would really show up like they showed up. And I think Jeff Fowler did an outstanding deed, which is direct the first one, and he killed it. And it was everything that I think fans wanted to see, right? Like they wanted to see Sonic, they wanted to see action, they wanted to see Robotnik, they wanted to see a full story. And I think they got that and more. And so, yeah, I think we were all really blown away by the reaction.
Okay, so now you're returning as Maddie. What can we expect? Do you have any big action scenes?
Yes!
Yes?
Girl power! Yes! I was very excited when I read the script. I'm like, thank you. Yeah, I have some great action scenes and I got to run and just do a lot and be very active in the story. So I'm really excited for you guys to see what happens there.
Now, after the first one and you knew there was going to be a sequel, we were like, come on, guy, give me some more action scenes. Like,
I literally went over to them and said, guys, come on. First of all, don't make me be on the phone the whole movie and pregnant or anything. First of all, second, because we know how that goes. So second of all, I said, I want to be more active, and they listened and they were like, okay, cool. So shout out to all the producers at Paramount and Jeff Fowler and the writers for doing that.
That's what I was going to ask because we haven't seen the movie yet. And so I was like, I hope they don't give her a baby and she has to stay at home and be like, it's okay, honey, you go do your thing.
Same, Lupe, same. I literally was like, we started hearing whispers, during on set about a number 2. And I was like, let me go say my piece right now. And I'm a very outspoken person. So I was just nicely, just drop the hint, if I'm asked back, this is what I would love to see. And I'm sure other people would too.
Well, I am proud of you because that's what you really need in this business. Ask nicely, hey, I would like to do this and don't go to the typical, because sometimes people don't really think about it until somebody points it out. You're like, don't go the usual route, go the opposite route.
Exactly. I think sometimes, in the hemisphere of action movies like this, you sometimes just don't think of it like that. And so sometimes we just need to be reminders. That's all.
I love it. Can't wait.
Yeah.
So you have a bigger cast. Well, Idris Elba is kind of part of the cast and the voice. But did you get to interact at all? Or whose voice is it on set?
No,
for Knuckles.
It was another actor who voiced him on set, and then one who voiced Sonic on set as well. And then Shamar Moore is a new character, which has been fun to work with him. Yeah, I mean, I just think, just for the characters, it was somebody else on set. So we didn't get to meet Idris. Well, I've met Idris before, but we didn't get to talk to the Knuckles on set.
And, I got to ask, what's it like working with James Marsden and then the comedic genius that is Jim Carrey? I mean, can you guys hold it in while he's doing his shtick?
It's crazy. Like first of all, James is brilliant to work with. He's so easy to be around and just a great actor. And then Jim, I've been saying this, but it's like, the first one, you're like, oh my God, Jim Carrey just walked on set, because we all grew up watching Jim Carrey. Yeah. And then the second time around, it's like, oh, hey, Jim, it's like, hey. It's like the weirdest thing. But then to see him really envelop this character and just try new things that weren't on the page and, just be his full authentic self and he was having fun, was great to watch.
Like, how many takes is that? Because I'm sure his creativity is just out the door.
Yeah, I mean, it was some takes. It was definitely some takes. He just likes to try things, right? Like over and over again. I mean, he's a perfectionist.
Right. Now, as far as the characters of Sonic and Knuckles, now you have more to look at, like more you have to imagine, like 3 different little animated CGI characters, right? So what do you have on set to look at?
You know, golf balls and I mean tennis balls and you know, there's like stands with their little faces on them and they made like these 3D cutout things of them. So you got it, you kind of, you know, got the gist of it. But I feel like from the first one, we kind of knew what we were getting into.
Mhm.
And the set pieces were so incredible that it felt like we were in the real situation. And so it just felt, it felt like right.
And I was laughing. I was just reading the notes that they sent me, and they describe your character as Sonic's adoptive mother. I was like, so do we see a little more of that in this in the sequel? That
Yeah, I
like a
think
kid?
yeah, like Sonic is like a teenager and you constantly have to just be on top of him, but also you have to like let go and let him be who he is, right? And so I
Mm-hmm.
think Maddie has always been the logical aspect of the relationship with James, you know, James's character Tom, where it's like it's tough to let go and let him be independent. And so that heart and that family part is very much in there.
Mm-hmm. And have you seen the final product yet?
I haven't seen it fully. I
Uh,
literally went and did some ADR and I was literally supposed to say the line. And I'm just watching it. I was like, this looks so good. Or I was like laughing at lines because
yeah.
it was really funny. So I can't wait to see the full product, but I trust that Jeff Fowler knows exactly what he's doing.
How hard is ADR? Because I've seen the actors; they have to match your lip movements on screen. I was like, oh my god, how do they do that? That's
ADR
probably
is some people love it and some people don't. I don't because I'm like, but that was so good. They're like, yeah, but we heard a rustling in the background. I'm like, what? I'm like, and you just want to get that same, you know, that same feeling that you had that day. So you got to really like make it feel like what it was on screen.
And so, what would you say for the sequel? What do you say is going to be like the thing they talk about the most?
Oh my God. One, I think they're gonna love the story arc of all the characters. Um, I think they're gonna talk about Robotnik. I think they're gonna talk about like the funny parts of the humanizing of it all with like my sister, myself, and then the action. I think there's gonna be just so many morsels to talk about, right? That they're going to want to go see it again.